How do I get from 21 piers sticking out of the ground too far to this level compacted pad ready to receive the concrete? Well, let me tell you what you do. You start with a little of this, then you add a dash of this. You go to the cupboard and you blend in and sprinkle on a load of this stuff. And finally, you add a compactor, a backhoe, and two guys in orange shirts so that you can end up with this compacted pad that's ready to go.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the reboot. Got a lot going on here today. We've got the first load of gravel dropped off. We're going to bring up the bed so that it's 4 inches shy of the top of all the piers. And I'm going to try to get that compacted today as well. So there's another load of gravel coming from Tackaberry, the Tackaberry quarry that's just up the road. And in total I may need maybe 3 or 4 of those loads today. Again, just to get the gravel bed up high enough, 4 inches shy of the top of the piers, and that 4 inches depth is going to be the depth of the actual concrete pad. So stick around today and let's watch some fun unfold.
If you've watched some of the videos in my series up till now, you know that I'm trying to do much of this work on my own. However, if I were to try to do this foundation, the gravel, moving the gravel, getting it level, and compacting all by myself, that in itself would probably take me until November this year. So to keep things moving and to bring it up to a professional standard that I would like or find acceptable, I brought in a crew from Tackaberry. You'll see them throughout this video.
What I'm doing right now is marking the piers roughly. This is not a precise exact science I'm doing here. I'm putting a 4-inch mark on the piers. That's the height to which we want the compacted gravel to come up to. And the remaining 4 inches up top here will be the actual concrete slab. So all the piers have now been marked. So I've got a team coming in with a backhoe and an operator. They're going to help lay out the gravel. I'm going to hit it with the compactor, and hopefully by the end of the day, there's the compactor, rented the same machine as before, and hopefully by the end of today, all that gravel and additional gravel that's going to come in, this is 2-inch with fines in it, we'll get a top layer. I think the foreman was just here and he recommended a top layer of 7/8. See how large this is? This will be the underbase, which is most of what all the gravel is around here. So a nice coat of smaller gravel will make for easier raking and smoothing in order to try to get that smooth flat base up top.
And now on to some of the footage and video of the heavy equipment at work moving around the gravel. And you're going to see also in the coming minutes the other crew member from Tackaberry using the laser level equipment that they have to take readings to provide guidance to the backhoe operator in terms of where to put the gravel. This is very precise work this operator is doing right now with his backhoe. He's taking great care not to hit any of those piers with that very powerful backhoe arm. Again, very well trained, a very skilled operator. Safety is obviously a key consideration with such crews, and we got working in a pretty good rhythm after a while. They knew that I wanted to try to get the compacting done as they were putting out the various layers of gravel, and so they would give me very clear guidance and instruction when I could come down, get busy with the compactor to ensure that the gravel was getting compacted prior to the next layer going down. And there you go. The backhoe operator is just digging into that last pile of gravel. This is the gravel, the 7/8 inch gravel, the fine stuff that's going to go over top of this compacted 2-inch gravel. This was a long day of hard work. Some of the footage that I have not included, and I don't think I'm going to include, is the amount of time actually using shovels. We used the shovels around the piers. The backhoe operator was precise, he was careful, but at a certain point you just can't get in there with the backhoe. And here's the final job for the day for the backhoe and the operator. I need some more space down the side of the build site for the concrete truck to get by. Concrete truck needs to get by to do the final pour in the coming weeks. So we had the backhoe and the operator move this pile a little bit more off to the side. And at the end of this very long day, this is what you end up with. You end up with a pad with all these black circles. And this is to give you an idea of the size. And what the circles represent with the dots is that the laser level operator has concluded that the pad is at the right level. Like I said, the day with the crew on site from Tackaberry was a very long day. It went longer than I expected, and the crew left with the gravel spread out, compacted in several layers, but the final compacting wasn't possible on the first day given the time. We went till about 5:30, 6 o'clock, and so I kept the compactor overnight and got back at it the next morning. You can see the weather conditions are a little less favorable. It's not as sunny, it's a little colder. I have a jacket on, but I got busy with that compactor again, and back and forth, left and right, was able to get the top layer compacted, and as you can see, it starts to look very good. Thanks for taking the time to see how I'm getting along with my project out at the Woodland Reboot. The next set of videos in this series are going to be all about concrete, putting the forms in place, bringing in the concrete trucks, and pushing that wet stuff all over the place to create a nice foundation for the building. If you like what you see, hit the like button, share with your friends, and most importantly for me, please subscribe. Look forward to seeing you at the next set of videos.